IVM.
Hello and welcome to another episode of IVM Likes. I am Antariksh, joined by my co-host Snayhil and Antariksh.
हेलो कैसे हो?
बस फर्स्ट क्लास. अनेजा जी, आजकल क्या चल रहा है यार दुनिया में? हाँ
भाई फिलहाल तो जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात जो चल रही है वो ये है कि हमारा 250th एपिसोड है.
250th man.
250
man.
250th episode. Yes.
I think I've been on about 150 of them. Which is still 300 people listening. Great. Fab. Hello to all 300 of you, and thanks for never telling any of your friends to make it 301. We really appreciate it. But anyway, if you are indeed tuning in and you're a regular listener of ours, thank you so much for doing so and sticking with us for all the ups and downs that IVM Likes has been through. We are talking about some very cool things today.
Yes, a lot of cool things. 250th episode, तो कुछ तो special करना ही चाहिए था. So the thing is कि all those 300 loyal listeners must know कि हमने last month एक नई चीज start करी थी, which was pop rap. कि हम हर महीने के लास्ट एपिसोड लाइक लास्ट वीक वाले एपिसोड में हम उस महीने की सारी पॉप कल्चर न्यूज के बारे में बात करेंगे. तो दिस इज आवर पॉप रैप फॉर द मंथ ऑफ मे. So we'll be talking of 2022.
Isn't it 2021, 2022?
Of 2022, and we'll be talking about a lot of pop culture stuff, which is Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Or एक second, this will be a spoiler वाली बात.
Yeah, full episode of spoilers. If you don't want anything at all in your life spoiled, don't watch this episode.
एंड आई थिंक अभी तक जिन लोगों ने देखनी थी वो देख चुके होंगे.
करेक्ट.
जिनको उतनी एक्साइटमेंट थी कि वो स्पॉयलर्स के बारे में दे विल बी वरिंग अबाउट द स्पॉयलर्स, उन्होंने अभी तक देख ली होगी. बिकॉज इफ यू आर समवन हु इज अ मार्वल फैन एंड इज वेरी स्केप्टिकल एंड वेरी स्कैर्ड ऑफ स्पॉयलर्स और अभी तक मल्टीवर्स ऑफ मैडनेस नहीं देखी आफ्टर ऑल दैट हाइप, तो आई एम सॉरी टू ब्रेक इट टू यू, यू आर नॉट अ मार्वल फैन.
It's your fault.
It's your fault. Yes. So we'll be talking about Multiverse of Madness.
One of the things I'm really looking forward to talking to you about is your review of Dhaakad.
Oh God.
Because I know it's your new favorite movie of the year. It's like one of the best movies you've seen in the last 3-4 years.
National award loading, dude, for
yes,
Kangana Ranaut. Like 5 more tweets and national award. Yes.
And I also want to know what you think about Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2 in general and also in comparison to Dhaakad. Because I know a lot of your opinions on this.
Yes. That, and we'll also talk about She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Correct. And that. Of course, that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard never ending trial, dude.
Yes, it's still going on. What a case that has been.
Matlab, I think it totally qualifies for an Ekta Kapoor serial. Like,
I'm sure it will be, yeah.
110%. Like,
must be.
3 years down the line, you'll probably see a Nagin 9, Nagin 10 on the plot line of...
That could easily be, like, have you seen the Fire Festival documentaries?
No, I haven't.
You know about the Fire Festival?
Yeah, I've heard, yes.
So it was basically a festival which was organized, going to be like a lifestyle festival and like super fancy hotel stays for the people who are participating and the best of artists, etc. And it never happened. It was like a big flop. Okay. But because of how big the Fire Festival was going to be, there are now already multiple documentaries about it which have come out all in the year or two since. Okay.
Oh.
So there are multiple documentaries about it because it became like a very big thing. And I think one of them is on Netflix, one of them is on Prime Video. Both of them are very watchable, the documentaries. So I think that's what will happen to Johnny Depp.
ऐसा ही होने वाला है Johnny Depp और Amber Heard के साथ भी. So yeah, all of this we have in our kitty today to talk to you guys about.
Yes.
And join us after this break for an absolute fun 250th episode of IVM Likes.
A wise man once said, traveling, it makes you speechless, then turns you into a storyteller.
Well, listen to such travel stories and experiences exploring India on the Musafir Stories with us, Saif and Faiza.
Catch us on the IVM website, app, or wherever you get your podcasts from.
And we are back with Abbas and Sparsh. Hello guys. We've all seen this to start with Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we all think it was the best MCU movie ever.
No.
Yes,
Quite the opposite.
We do not think that, yes.
I am sure like one of my selves from some other universe is agreeing with you right now. Not me.
तुम उस यूनिवर्स में पेंट तो नहीं थे.
There is a multiverse somewhere. There is a universe in the multiverse somewhere where it is the best movie in the MCU also. It's a universe where Iron Man, Captain America, Winter Soldier do not exist.
सिर्फ डोरमामू और Doctor Strange.
Yes,
that's
it.
it.
Two movies. Yeah. What do you guys think? Okay, broadly.
Today I saw this meme where it's like Doctor Strange का वो मतलब Benedict Cumberbatch, and then he says, Dormammu, I've come to marry your niece.
What do you guys think of the whole... Okay, let's start with what was, according to you, the best part about the movie? What did you like about
Scarlet Witch, dude.
She was awesome. Yes,
Yeah.
I would agree. Abbas?
For me, it was Sam Raimi getting to be Sam Raimi, the director.
Exactly.
I mean, of course, for
But we
our
didn't
generation...
see the dance sequence.
No, that's what I want to
That's
come
not really
to.
Sam Raimi then.
So for us, we all know Sam Raimi mostly from the Spider-Man movies, but before that, he made this amazing trilogy called The Evil Dead,
Yeah.
which is just
With Bruce Campbell, who has
with Bruce Campbell, who has a wonderful cameo
Yes.
in Doctor Strange at Multiverse of Madness,
and Mom.
and Mom,
Mom.
your mom.
Yeah.
So those Evil Dead movies are just like balls out horror, right? Innumerable Hindi films have also copied from it. A lot of Hollywood films have also copied from it. And there were moments in Multiverse of Madness which were reminiscent of that, like when Wanda goes completely apeshit chasing the gang through the hallways.
In other Wanda's body.
In other Wanda's
exactly.
body,
That's a great scene.
doing what's it called? The something walk where she
Shadow walk?
Dream walk.
Dream walking.
But she distorts herself and she's coming out of the gong in the sequence.
Yeah.
Zombie Doctor Strange in the end, getting to
very
sort of do cool things.
Was it just me, or did zombie Doctor Strange facially look a little bit like Javier Bardem?
Oh, seriously?
One of the most handsome people on planet Earth.
I mean, he
But
is.
a zombie
But
to
maybe that's why
Pirates
they
from
wanted
the
the
Caribbean.
bad-looking zombie to look like the good-looking actor, you know. Like, maybe it'll be more acceptable that way. But did he not? Is it just me who thought
I
that?
guess so, because now that you've said it, it's
Yeah.
like I can literally visualize, compare it with Pirates of the Caribbean and then
Hey,
him.
no,
Exactly.
Salazar thing. Yes.
Same hai yaar ye.
Exactly. That's exactly my thoughts.
So for me, that was the best part, getting some horror elements in the movie, which we haven't
Yeah.
seen so much in the MCU
Yeah,
before.
dude, in the second opening sequence where they're introducing our 616 ka Doctor Strange, and he fights that creature and pulls out the eye.
Yeah.
It was
Very
so
nice,
great, dude. It was so amazing. So again, CGI, I would say, was very well done. It was a very fast movie, which I really liked. There wasn't like, just because they are giving us some exposition, there's become very slow, you know, suddenly.
ज़्यादा foreplay नहीं था
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the way I like it.
Just how you like
Straight
it,
down to
Snayhil.
business. Yeah, just give me the money and
Pull out the eye already. I want to build up to that.
Yes, correct. Other than that, like a few other things, of course, were great. Seeing Professor X,
Just
Charles
seeing
Xavier.
only, by the way.
Exactly.
I have opinions about
No,
that.
agreed. I know we all do. That seeing these people was cool when it happened, but immediately after the fact, you start feeling it
Just
didn't
like
serve the purpose.
90
any
seconds
purpose.
later.
Yeah. And it was very stupidly handled for the most part.
Yeah,
also.
exactly.
But again, like, so the fan casting of John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and that coming to fruition was kind of cool. And I hope MCU sticks to that casting.
I saw another meme about this. So all of us have seen Office,
This
right?
is just
Yes, yes.
Snayhil
Yeah.
describes memes podcast.
When he says, so वो वाला episode है इसमें he says boom roasted
Yeah.
Correct.
of the Office.
Yeah,
of the
right.
Office. Yeah. So he's like smartest man alive, more like smartest man unalive. Boom roasted.
But also, I mean, the guy who played Black Bolt
Yeah.
is actually the guy who played Black Bolt in the series.
TV
right?
show,
So
yeah.
nobody
Nobody
knows
knows
this.
that. Yeah.
And recently he has like
And
somebody...
you know, in actuality, his costume looked the worst in the movie.
Yeah,
also.
exactly.
Like they did not give him enough.
So in a recent interview, somebody asked him that are there like future opportunities for you to be appearing on an MCU movie? He's like, I'm just glad that Kevin Feige called me. I was not expecting this at all.
Oh, poor guy. Man, poor guy. See, it's not even the actor's fault if the
Exactly.
Shit. क्या ही कर लेगा actor, you know?
Costume पे fork लगा दिया भाई ऊपर.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. That's a tuning fork. Exactly what it is. It's a tuning fork. But dude, the way Black Bolt lost was the shittiest.
That was really cool.
But it also was
cool.
very
no,
cool,
no,
dude.
That moment was excellent. But I'm also saying see, it would not go down
See,
like
there
that
are many
ever.
things. I mean-
Otherwise, Captain America, Mr.
Carter.
Fantastic saying, don't.
This guy can, like,
this
just
guy can
destroy you with a
one
whisper.
word. He can say that. Why do you have to say that?
Exactly. He could have been
He's
like,
a biggest
उसको
gun.
बोलो इधर पास हो तुम्हारे
Yeah.
कान में बताएगा तुम्हें
Yeah.
बच्चे कैसे मिलेंगे.
he could have been like, this guy holds the power to destroy you just like that.
Also,
Don't
we
give
can-
out his power.
Also, we could easily have gotten that moment after a short fighting sequence as well.
Exactly.
If she had to just block his mouth, she can do it like after she figures out that's his power. She can just block his mouth.
But then she can't say a cool thing, no? Like, what mouth? And then you zoom out and like, oh,
नहीं भी बोल सकता
किधर गया
है
रे?
जॉन क्रेस्की बाद में ही बोल सकता था guys वांडा chill otherwise
मतलब if he had to be stupid वो बाद में stupid हो जाता है.
exactly.
Smartest man alive ही तो है.
So again, it's cool seeing all these people and
Directorial choice is what
so
you can
I'm
say.
not. I wasn't very huge on John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic.
I was
But I dreamt about the day Charles Xavier will show up in the MCU because I was like, that will be like the jumping off point where they'll introduce mutants.
A head turning moment.
yeah. Did you like the yellow
That
wheelchair?
I did, yes.
Yes,
I did.
throwback from the X-Men animation.
Yeah.
There is a very funny video online called Professor X is a Wuss. It's on. It's someone has made this compilation of all the moments from the X-Men the animated show.
Yeah.
Where something like the mildest push Xavier's character gets, he falls over his wheelchair, his flying wheelchair, and just like all the sound effects are like just him actually going ah, like oh, and like Gene,
Oh, man,
Gene,
they
I
just-
love you, Gene. And whatever. There's like a creepy moment in
She's
that.
like his daughter, dude.
No, but there's
Why are
a
you doing
moment where he
this?
confesses his love and all. I think.
What?
Yeah, there's like a thing in the comics also, by the way. There's a love square.
Oh, now
between-
you spoiled it. Now
crazy.
you ruined it
Yeah.
for
I
me.
mean,
between Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey, and Professor
Are you
X.
serious?
Cyclops, Wolverine and Jean I know
Exactly.
about,
Yes,
but
of
I'm not
course,
sure.
yeah.
This is actually,
Exactly.
yeah, this is true. I'm not making it up. But
Ew.
Game of Thrones कर
there
दिया
was a
रे
point.
एकदम से.
There was a point in the comics where they tried to run with this, but it was so
Bad.
hated by fans
Yeah.
that they tried to forget it over the years. you know.
Just like Rachel
yeah.
and Joey, yeah.
Hey,
Considering
no,
the fact
Rachel
that-
and Joey.
Asshole. Go back to the previous episode to see who won that. Yes, but what a callback, great.
But yeah, I
Sorry.
mean, everybody was being shown Professor X and all that stuff.
Pixel
What
was
I
fun
had
also.
imagined post-credit scene होगा कि Wanda कहीं पड़ी हुई है. We'll see some random officer be like, time to take her to prison and everything. And
Yeah.
she changes it to Mystique. And then Mystique is like, I want you to meet someone. And then you see Ian McKellen just be like, daughter.
Exactly.
You are in this universe. You are my daughter.
Daughter. You are my daughter. That's right.
Thanos callback आ
That's
गया
right.
एकदम.
My impression of Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen both is very similar. Just that all the
Both
like
of
the
them
same
are
daughter will
old.
be daughter. You know, what is your daughter's purpose? I don't know.
Who was that again?
That was both of them.
Both of them.
Also Gandalf. You shall not pass. But that wasn't bad actually. That just came out quite nice, no? No?
We'll hear it in post.
Edit में laugh डाल.
Yes.
But my complaint with the movie was it was fine. It's very watchable, very enjoyable. It's
yeah.
the marketing which was like, oh, it's gonna change
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
Yeah.
See,
the fulcrum of the
Also,
MCU.
see, like
For me-
when they say
Yeah, go ahead.
horror movie, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a horror movie.
Sure.
it
had
had
very-
elements.
but very small elements
Exactly.
of horror also.
Sure,
Like, and
yeah.
they were good. ठीक है. But it was fine only.
ये
you know,
भी
it
ना
wasn't
यार
like,
मतलब हमने पिछले किसी MCU मूवी में से किसी का सर फटते हुए नहीं देखा है. So
वो तो है.
But
Like, वो तो है.
also back in 2019 and the Comic Con when they introduced everyone कि हाँ चलो ठीक है Phase 4 is about this and all that stuff and Multiverse is opening, they also gave a hint वगैरह वगैरह जो भी. Coming up with the fact that Loki happened and then events of No Way Home
Spider-
happened and all
yeah,
that stuff
yeah.
happened, everybody kind of anticipated Multiverse of Madness to kind of bring it all together.
Right.
I kind of like the fact that took a standalone story which is kind of a little ठीक है चलो ठीक है Doctor Strange also has to explore the multiverse on his own self, which is fine. But it somehow like took the people's attention away from the kind of things that they had hoped for this thing. They wanted it all to... So Kevin Feige came on record and said that the events of No Way Home happened because of... Kang and the Loki thing that happened in Loki. But again, I mean, they don't have a visual proof to kind of support the statement.
Right.
Everybody was kind of anticipating ki haan chalo theek hai. Maybe Strange would bring all of it together in Multiverse of Madness, but that did not happen.
So I was hoping to see all MCU magic users in this movie actually.
I was really hoping to see Loki.
I was hoping to see Loki.
I wanted to see Shang-Chi.
Yeah, again, magic powers.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
that would be great actually. Yes. Did you guys see the announcement that so Kevin Feige announced that Loki is officially the most watched MCU TV show?
Oh, did not know that.
Let's all believe Kevin Feige because he never lies.
True. But not about numbers, I guess. But this is why would you lie about this? You know?
No,
Yeah,
sure,
exactly.
it might. It was. I mean, for all the MCU shows so
Makes
far,
sense.
it's been my favorite one.
Yeah.
Even though I have
Exactly.
problems with it, but I still don't know what the multiverse is. You know, we've seen multiverse in Loki, in Far From Home.
Yeah, exactly.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
and Multiverse of Madness. It just seems like a very convenient plot point to bring
For sure.
actors,
And-
change things.
But see,
And now they have America Chavez who can jump multiverses.
Between multiverses,
That's
exactly.
her whole power. So I don't know. It's a little confusing.
Again,
right
it was
now.
also like with the characterization of America Chavez in Strange was kind of haunting to me because I was like, she's a very important character
Right.
both in comics as well as to the movie itself.
Yeah.
And they have really underplayed her in terms of her characterization. I mean, it could have
But
been
no,
a little
like,
bit better.
it'll just be like, see, now I think what they are setting up is like a younger Avengers team or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So she'll be a part of that.
So
And in that,
That
they'll
तो
show her
anyways
grow
will happen.
and all that.
हर MCU project के end पे आ जाते हैं ब्रूस बैनर कि हाँ भाई चलो अवेंजर बनाते हैं तुम्हें.
But America Chavez was the one who was supposed to open the portal for the Spider-Man to come in. But then because of COVID, the schedules got delayed.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah.
Oh.
So then they had to
Yeah,
write this
I know.
thing where, what's Peter Parker's friend's name?
Ned.
Ned. So then they get this whole thing where Ned finds this...
I like the net angle. Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
But
and he
also,
opens the portal.
Which Goblin?
Oh,
I
fuck's
mean,
sake.
there's this Green Goblin alteration also which Ned plays in the comics. I thought that in the movie, Ned would actually end up being that. Which Goblin is it? I don't remember. There's some Goblin.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually thought that
I
at
want
the
to
end,
see that. I
also want to see
fat
it.
people in comics so that I can cosplay.
that and Wong, they were the only two options.
That Wong and Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba. I want to see, I was hoping like at the end of MOM,
Mom.
when America Chavez is learning how to do her sorcery and learning, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
thought we see Ned there.
That also could have
That
been
could-
done.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
could have been nice. Would have been a good connecting thing also,
Yeah.
where they would have happened.
See, this is the thing. We have so many expectations. Then when they
Exactly.
don't do what
मैं
we want,
यही
we're like,
सोच रहा था.
"ये क्या
So
है?"
yeah, exactly. So that's what like the movie. It was when I was watching it, I was laughing and enjoying and having a good time. And I remember like marveling at the action sequences and
Exactly.
all when they were
I
happening.
see what you did there.
Yes. But I could also tell that they arrived at solutions to problems in the most simplest way they could. You know, like it felt like they arrived from point A to point B just like the simplest way, through the simplest thread that they could find to make that happen. Like the Illuminati thing for me seemed like, okay, what's the easiest way to get rid of them? One fight sequence where she gets rid of all of them.
While you were watching the movie, I enjoyed it. But then after that, it felt like a movie जिसको बस बनानी थी तो बना दिया. ठीक है? Like we had few elements इधर उधर वगैरह वगैरह. But then उसके बाद I was like कि क्या ये बस place कर दिया. We have a particular elements and बस place and done. It did not leave me with much of an impact, which most of the MCU movies end up doing.
Right.
Yeah.
To something to look forward to anything. I mean, I'm glad that they showed Clea Strange at the end and like चलो ठीक है हो जाएगा इसका भी शादी
Do you
वादी
call
जो
her
भी.
Clea Strange?
Yeah, she's supposed to be
She's
his
supposed to be
romantic
his
wife or
interest.
something.
His
yeah.
wife, exactly.
Okay. So Clea. not
और
this.
फिर वो भी बन जाती है क्या
Sorcerer Supreme.
भी वही बन जाती है
Oh.
Successor hai, she's to the
Oh,
throne.
okay.
Mm.
Okay, cool. So that's the end. I think did we talk about what our final IMDb rating was?
Oh, we had talked about कि और नीचे गिरेगी या नहीं. Let's check
Exactly.
कैसे गिरती है गिरे.
So I think last time we checked it was 8 point. No,
नहीं, it was
7.5 or something
yeah,
like that.
7.5 थी.
Because
7.4 तो मैंने देखा ही था.
हाँ.
Snail
देखो,
won
बहुत
that,
अच्छा
no. Mm.
But now actually must be like evened out at 7.4, 7.5. I think must be done.
अगर बढ़ गई हुई तो
I don't.
7.4.
My major concerns with MCU projects अभी तक तो is like if the trailer is good looking, picture खराब होगी. If the
तो फिर
trailer
उस
is
हिसाब
bad,
से शी-हल्क का ट्रेलर तो खराब ही है.
Dude, I'm expecting. Actually, I was thinking this that it might be a good show because the trailer is so bad. They were hiding all the good things, all the good things in the thing. You know?
यार CGI की क्या बैंड बजा दिया यार शी-हल्क में. ऐसा लग रहा है हल्क देखा, प्रोफेसर हल्क देखा उसके अंदर, ऐसा लग रहा है उसको रख के उसके ऊपर प्लेट मार दिया चिपक गया वो अंदर. I don't know what is happening.
I am glad they did not use the Hulk. There was this deleted scene after Endgame that in which Hulk is actually going out and saving some people from this building which is on fire, and it was so bad. I mean, it felt like a 2D character that has been placed on the
deleted.
But deleted. I know. But that's the thing. I mean, when I saw She-Hulk trailer, after that, I was just glad that they haven't used that Hulk in it. I mean, they can only go so worse.
See, again, it is possible that they do have some more tweaks to do in the CGI.
It's Marvel.
Exactly. The thing is, so far, Marvel, whenever they release anything for the public, it has to be top-notch quality.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So are they slipping? Is the question. Like, ke itna deadline ka itna pressure tha ke they just release something.
Are they just too excited ki oh dimag mein aa gaya, dal dete abhi baaki bana lenge.
Or they are like whatever we show, they're just going to lap it up anyway. So
the thing is,
if they are jumping on that bandwagon, is bad.
In fairness to them, if at any point while watching the show you forget that's a CG character, that's enough. That's what they need.
No, but
so I think,
of course we haven't seen the show.
Yeah,
exactly.
so that's what. That's I
but
think
it should not
I trust
look
MCU.
like.
See, the thing is, like MCU has great budgets for CGI, and they have great artists. They won't make a mistake like this.
I am 100% sure in the final show it will not be like this. Better than what we saw in the trailer. But it's not a great sign that the biggest company in the world right now is like, let's
kind of
put a lackluster
exactly.
thing out there in the hopes that, oh, to dekh hi lenge, jaisa bhi hum dikha dein. So I don't know. I like the tone of the show. I like the character of She-Hulk, the whole attorney angle. Tatiana Maslany is a really good actress also.
Tim Roth is back.
Tim Roth is back.
As Abomination. Like we saw Abomination in a couple of more things.
Shang-Chi as well.
In Shang-Chi, but he was the Abomination. There was no Tim Roth.
Exactly.
अच्छा, so I haven't seen Shang-Chi, but अभी मैंने इंटरनेट पे पढ़ रहा था that Shang-Chi के end में जो वो पोर्टल खोलता है that opens to She-Hulk वाला हो क्या?
They don't.
It's not specified, but maybe.
But they do say your lives are gonna change forever to Shang-Chi. And
I mean, Simu has been on a show before.
वो तो वही है ना, ब्रूस बैनर और मतलब कैप्टन मार्वल का एक काम है, उनको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में दे दिया, तुम्हें जाना है जैसे कुछ इवेंट हो, इनको रिक्रूट कर लो. They are the HRs. ठीक है.
Nick Fury's.
Yeah, now Nick Fury's off the world. So they're like, it's your duty now.
So conveniently they say Nick Fury's off world. उसको काम नहीं.
It's almost like Kevin Feige saying Loki was the biggest show for us. Like, yeah, sure.
I guess.
No, I guess Kevin Feige after Strange also, he was like, the main problem that he has with the movie is that they marketed too much in the trailer, and they're like, they showed too much of it from marketing perspective. And I was like, acha. And now because of that, they were like, ठीक है, हम कुछ दिखाते नहीं है She-Hulk में. Like, हम character भी खराब ही कर देते हैं. Boss को इतना problem है तो
anything you get after that will be a step up, like that.
By the way, did you guys read about this? Marvel now, MCU now has the license to use the likeness of Stan Lee. So now they can put a CGI Stan Lee in any future movies.
Hey, cool.
And but I think a lot of comic book creators are opposing that.
Furious about it, exactly.
Because they want to be in the
because he didn't sign off on those
exactly.
likeness.
Yeah.
His kids did, and his kids are known for eking him out for money till his last breath. So yeah. Now post death they're like, yeah, we want more money.
Marvel की बागबान.
But that they must be getting anyway.
Stanley
he must have had royalties in the company. And
royalties, yes, but now more appearances, more money.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good marketing stuff from Marvel. Miss Marvel is coming and they are like releasing it in theaters in Pakistan specifically.
Oh really?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
And they are like,
Farhan Akhtar is in season 1 only or season 2?
I'm not sure, man. I guess.
How do you know there's going to be a season 2?
So I don't know, because the news of him being in the show came out very recently.
He's in the
And
show.
I thought everything is already shot and all.
It is, and I heard Farhan Akhtar being on it about a year ago.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Fawad Khan is there. So Fawad Khan is in the comic as well. She dreams.
The actor Fawad Khan
dreams in the comic of a Pakistani actor who has a likeness of Fawad Khan.
Are you serious?
So they're actually going to make it real now in the show.
That's crazy, dude. Wow, what a world we live in, man. Only in today's world is that.
Bollywood कैसे compete कर रहा है?
Let's talk about it. Bollywood, moving on to Bollywood, is competing against Hollywood with movies like Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2
and Dhaakad.
Has anybody seen Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2?
Okay, firstly, have you all seen Bhool Bhulaiyaa 1?
Of course. And I like it.
Of course, I love it.
It's quite nice. Good songs. This movie, I've heard the songs are not great, but the movie itself is not bad, is what I'm hearing.
It's not that bad though, yes.
Repeatedly, I'm hearing this from multiple sources.
I want to, I have an opposing view. Again, I have not seen this.
They are paid reviewers?
No.
You're opposing reviewers?
A friend of mine, she lives in Pune, and I was scrolling through her Insta stories. She put a story of herself sitting in the seat in a theater, okay? And she said, somehow talked myself into coming for Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2.
Alone?
It's the worst thing I've seen in the last month. And yes, I'm including the breakup. So she broke up with a 2.5-year relationship, and even that wasn't as bad as
After the movie, your friend would be calling your boyfriend
but in defense of the movie, maybe it's possible that the breakup is because of that she's not enjoying the movie and not able to let go.
Oh my God, Antariksh.
I'm
इतना
just-
दूर का सोच लिया था.
Did Anis Bazmi pay you?
I'm just gonna take Kartik Aaryan's side.
भाई एक तो
Said no one ever.
एक
don't
तो
really
भूल भुलैया 2 के साथ में रिलीज हुई है धाकड़. ठीक है, अपनी फ्रेंड को बोलो धाकड़ देखकर.
She will change her mind about
She will change her mind about the breakup, and she'll be like, अपने boyfriend को call कर रही है, आ जा.
Wait,
तू आ जा
so
वापस.
you actually went for Dhaakad, right?
So धाकड़ की मैं प्रेस स्क्रीनिंग पे गया था, भूल भुलैया 2 पे मैं पैसा खर्च के गया था. तो
अच्छा तूने देख ली?
हाँ, दोनों देख लिए मैंने. मैं धाकड़ के बाद, तो धाकड़ में ना एक सीन है बीच में. ओके, स्पॉइलर.
पहले
घंटा नहीं देख रहा है कोई धाकड़ है पहले तो, ठीक है. घंटा धाकड़ नहीं देख रहा है कोई, ठीक है. बट धाकड़ में ना एक बीच में एक सीन आता है वेयर अर्जुन रामपाल, हु इज प्लेइंग द विलन, वो कंगना रनौत के ऐसा दिल में चाकू मार देता है. और
वो कंगना होता है ऐसा हार्ट.
सुनो, वो ऐसा मार देता है. एंड उसके बाद जो एजेंट, जो हेड एजेंट है फॉर दैट मैटर, या जो लीड है उस ट्रूप का,
firstly you should say spoiler alert.
हाँ, we did.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ, कोई नहीं देख रहा है, कंगना नहीं देख रही है धाकड़ खुद, ब्रो. सो एनीवे, तो वो सब सारे उसके लीडर्स डांट रहे हैं उसके उस ट्रूप के लीडर को कि भाई तूने, इट वाज अ सुसाइड मिशन, तूने कैसे भेज दिया, वी लॉस्ट वन ऑफ आवर बेस्ट एजेंसी है. वो सब गाली सुन रहा है, ठीक है. उसकी फाइल बंद करता है, किल्ड इन एक्शन लिखा है उसके ऊपर, ठीक है. एंड देन ही फ्लाइज टू एन अनडिस्क्लोज्ड लोकेशन जहाँ कंगना रनौत पड़ी हुई है बेड पे, और एक डॉक्टर उसको चेक कर रहा है और वो साइड में खड़ा है. एंड देन ही इज लाइक, बहुत नायाब बच्ची है आपकी, इसका दिल राइट साइड पे. इसलिए ये बच गई.
Still got
Marvel.
I mean, she still got stabbed through her body. Regardless of her heart is.
गोली लगी, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. खोप दिया भाई छुरा, ठीक है, छाती में. और पूरी रात पड़ी रही वो वहां पे, जब तक उसको रेस्क्यू कराया गया. वहां से उसे अनडिस्क्लोज लोकेशन पे ले जाया गया, तब तक जिंदा है वो.
Do you think Hrithik Roshan will get his thumb blown off in a movie? And the doctor will be like, don't worry. He has an extra thumb.
बड़ा नायाब बच्चा.
उसका दिल राइट पे होता है. और फिर वो उसके बाद एकदम से नाउ शी इज लाइक, अब भाई एकदम वो समुराई ट्रेनिंग.
I have to be honest, Snayhil, now I want to watch the movie. Like you have sold it to me.
I think कंगना ने डॉक्टर को ऐसे नहीं करा.
It was so bad. It was so bad. मतलब I've never seen people so riled up in a
So
theater.
you went for the press screening, right? Was the
Yeah.
cast and crew there?
नहीं, उनको
अच्छा,
पता है ना
okay.
उन्होंने क्या किया. क्यों आएंगे?
But the trailer looked really good. Are you saying it's how's the action and all?
यार कुछ सीक्वेंसेस सही हैं,
हाँ.
ठीक है. बट द थिंग इज, एक्शन के टाइम पे ये दिखाना कि मतलब एक्शन करने का मतलब सिर्फ इन्हें कि चिल्लाते रहो.
Correct.
Every
Like
5
Sparsh has established, if the trailer is good, go for the movie.
But yes, correct.
भाई she's randomly shouting. वो बंदूक चला रही, वो चिल्ला रही, वो चाकू मार रही, वो चिल्ला रही, उसे चाकू लग रहा है, वो तब भी चिल्ला रही. वो चिल्ला ही रही है. और फिर वो मतलब she feels like that, वो जिसको कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता है कभी कैसे भी. और
But that's though now like
before everything,
but
मतलब
the plot does not go with that. Like
Plot
the way
तो है ही
they
नहीं ना
introduced
भाई.
a character, it does not go. It does not make you believe that she's
Why are you
invincible.
defending all movies this much?
I'm just saying,
Bhool Bhulaiyaa, maybe it's a good one.
Are you anti Rajiv Masand?
भाई एक तो भूल भुलैया 2 मैंने धाकड़ के बाद देखी, तो मुझे तो वो वैसे ही मास्टरपीस लगने लग गया।
Did you watch that John Abraham movie called Attack?
अटैक, हाँ।
Yeah.
See, अटैक और धाकड़ में अच्छा दोनों का ऑलमोस्ट सेम वो है, प्लॉट तो नहीं कि बट एक दोनों ऐसे एजेंट्स हैं जो लाइक दे आर द बेस्ट बेसिकली एंड बट अटैक में क्या सीन है, अटैक में देव गिवन रीजन कि वो एक सुपर सोल्जर है, वो उसको
genetically modified, cybernetically modified.
एग्जैक्टली इसके अंदर वो कंगना रनौत है, दैट्स द एंटायर एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ
पर वो तो पुष्पा देखना, पुष्पा क्या मस्त पिक्चर है, if you've seen it.
नहीं, I haven't.
But dude, exactly वही है इसमें, in that he's the superhero, he's picking entire logs and throwing logs around.
That's the entire South Indian cinema.
वो तो है ही है.
But in that movie
That's
it works.
not actually all of South Indian, it's Telugu cinema specifically. But
I'm saying in that movie it works really well.
I know, exactly. Because the film is presented in such a way that you believe that all your R, Bahubali, all of that, right?
Exactly, yes.
You go into the movie with that in mind.
You're there for the grandeur,
exactly.
And it's
walking in the multiverse of madness. You know, people are gonna fly, people are gonna eyeballs are gonna come out and all that stuff, right? Here he's going, he's not expecting the heart will shift to the right.
Badi naya bachchi. Also to all the IVM Likes listeners, bade naya bachchi. आपका दिल please IVM Likes पे दे दो.
Oh man.
So उसमें ना, so उसमें एक सीक्वेंस, so one very important part of the story is धाकड़ में एक लोरी, लोरी
बच्चे को सुनाने के
ओके पूरी पिक्चर में सब लोरी गा रहे हैं। कंगना रनौत के पेरेंट्स को जब दिस गाय अर्जुन रामपाल मारने आता है,
स्पॉइलर अलर्ट,
तो वो मार देता है और फिर वो कंगना रनौत को देख के वो लोरी गा रहा है, ठीक है। सो जा नन्ही बच्ची सो जा, दिस इज व्हाट ही इज सिंगिंग। इससे ज्यादा डायरेक्ट लोरी हो ही नहीं सकती, ठीक है।
कुछ मेटाफोर ही नहीं है।
सो जा नन्ही सो जा, ठीक है। अब उसके बाद कंगना रनौत इस बदले की आग में कि मैं अर्जुन रामपाल को मारूंगी, ठीक है,
अपने कत्ल करने से पहले,
हाँ, वो बड़ी हो गई, एजेंट बन गई है। उसका जो फेलो एजेंट है उसकी बेटी को नींद नहीं आ रही है, तो वो उसको यही लोरी सुना रही है, सो जा नन्ही बच्ची सो जा, व्हाटएवर।
She killed her partner,
ठीक है। फिर अर्जुन रामपाल इसको भी मार देता है, इसके पार्टनर को, ठीक है,
और उसकी बच्ची को, ठीक
है, नहीं, उसकी बच्ची बच जाती है। अब वो सीक्वल अब वो सारे वो ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग के ऊपर है मूवी, ठीक है। तो वो बच्ची को बुडापेस्ट ले जाते हैं, ठीक है, ट्रैफिकिंग, ठीक है। अब वहां पे क्या हो रहा है, अब अर्जुन रामपाल देखने आ रहा है कि क्या कंसाइनमेंट है। अब वो बच्ची अर्जुन रामपाल को देख के सो जा नन्ही, तो अर्जुन रामपाल क्रीप्ड आउट हो रहा है कि इसको कैसे पता है।
I mean, it's a लोरी, anyone can sing it.
अब वो उसे बुलाता है, कहते इधर आ, तेरे को किसने बोला ये लोरी के बारे में,
मेरे को एक
वो कहते, वो फोन करता है कंगना रनौत को। उसके बाद नंबर क्यों मुझे नहीं मालूम, वो उसे फोन कर रहा है कंगना रनौत को, और वो फोन बच्ची को दे देता है, बच्ची फोन पे गा रही है, सोच
यार। I think I agree with Antariksh. Now maybe Bhool Bhulaiyaa is not that bad.
But this sounds great. That sounds great.
एंड में जब वो कंगना रनौत भाग रही है ना अर्जुन रामपाल के पीछे, तो everybody was so riled up that they were talking and one person from the audience shouted, लोरी मत गाना। The moment he said चल लोरी मत गाना, अब अर्जुन रामपाल से सो जा।
Oh man. Even at a press screening someone was like, this shit.
In short, the movie basically tells people that how sleeping is important in life.
Yeah.
Go get your beauty sleep done.
But Attack was better.
भाई कुछ हीरोपंती 2 better थी भाई. At least they did some fan service by including छोटी बच्ची हो क्या dialogue in the second part.
You know, they thought Soja, Bacha Soja was going to be the choti bachchi of this film.
किसी छोटी बच्ची नहीं सोचा होगा. It was terrible.
Someone should like compile these two things. Arjun Rampal सोचा बच्ची इधर से छोटी बच्ची हो गया, छोटी बच्ची हो गया.
Dhaakad was terrible, dude. It was terrible.
Even Antariksh has given up. Like, now I can't defend this shit.
I can't. What
And you wanted to talk about it?
But
उसके अंदर भर के रखा हुआ है.
How is Kangana Ranaut's acting? Give it something.
नहीं भाई.
Did she give any hints that her heart is on the right side?
Apparently उसको भी नहीं पता.
नहीं तो all she was doing was shouting ना.
भाई ठीक होने के बाद वो अपने हेड से पूछ रही है आपको पहले से पता था ना कि मेरा दिल राइट पे. Dude, like
Why would he know this?
उसको पता भी था तो उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Is the point.
हायरिंग रिक्वायरमेंट होती होंगी, जानना उनको दिल का है तुम्हारा तब हायर करेंगे तुमको.
एंड में जो मेजर ट्विस्ट है ना, जो ये ट्विस्ट भी नहीं है, ये ट्विस्ट नहीं है, ठीक है. ट्विस्ट ये होता है कि जो उसका हेड होता है वही अर्जुन रामपाल से मिला हुआ होता है.
Oh,
अच्छा.
That's a very cliche.
एंड देन जब कंगना रनौत उसे कन्फ्रंट करने जाती है तो ही इज लाइक मैं जानता था मेरी बेटी मेरी सच्चाई पता लगा ही लेगी. वो ये बोलता है और वो उसको हेडशॉट में गोली मार देती है और यहाँ पिक्चर खत्म हो जाती है.
That's it. Arjun Rampal is already dead before that.
हाँ, अर्जुन रामपाल को वो मार देती है.
दिव्या दत्ता को भी मार देती है.
हाँ, दिव्या दत्ता सबको मार देती. कंगना रनौत सबको मार सकती है. कोई कंगना रनौत को नहीं मार सकता क्योंकि उसका दिल राइट पे. अब्बास भाई विकिपीडिया खोल के बैठ गया.
क्या है ये?
Okay. So the last thing,
right now it's a little it's very the budget it was made on was 100 crores and it's only earned 1.55 crore
so far. By first day collection 50 lakhs.
It's pretty bad.
Nationwide, right? Nationwide.
Kangana will still say that it was the best movie.
Yes.
Super picture. Made 200 crore movie. Nobody talks about it. The media doesn't report on my movies because I'm not a nepo kid. That's what she will say.
भाई भूल भुलैया सही है.
But you know, like I am gonna watch Bhool Bhulaiyaa too. I think.
सही है भाई. भाई एक तो मैं
टब्बू मैंने सुना बहुत सही है.
मेरी हॉरर से बहुत फटती है, ठीक है. मतलब मैंने राम गोपाल वर्मा की फूक भी नहीं देखी है, जबकि मैंने सुना है वो कॉमेडी मूवी है, हॉरर है भी नहीं वो. मेरी इतनी फटती है हॉरर से. तो भूल भुलैया 2 में एक्चुअली में आई वाज लाइक कांप रहा था इन लॉट ऑफ सीन्स बिकॉज मुझे जंप स्केयर्स actually scare me, ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा.
But don't you start predicting jump scares after a certain point?
They
You
still
do,
scare you,
उसके
yes.
बाद भी scary भाई.
In fact, it scares you more than.
क्योंकि तुम्हें
When you
पता
know
होता
that's
है
going
कि
to happen.
हाँ, तुम्हें
Exactly.
पता होता है कि ये आने वाला है अब. और उसके अंदर कुछ सीन्स एक्चुअली ऐसे हैं where like ठीक है. एंड
They've actually shown the ghost in the movie, na?
हाँ, अच्छा. So one major difference in Bhool Bhulaiyaa 1 and Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2 is कि Bhool Bhulaiyaa 1 was on it was a psychological thriller.
Right.
This one,
mental health.
Yeah, the ghost exists.
इसमें हॉरर है. मतलब जैसे वो मुन्ना भाई नहीं है, मुन्ना भाई they just kept the characters. मुन्ना भाई और सर्किट सेम है, स्टोरी डिफरेंट है. इसके अंदर भी मंजुलिका सेम है, बट वो इसमें एक्चुअली घोस्ट है.
Okay, got it.
Manjulika is like
The ghost.
Freddy from Friday the 13th. She's the
Manjulika is like
Alright,
last movie में किसी और की बॉडी से तो काम हुआ नहीं, अब बात कुछ जाऊंगी.
नहीं, ये अच्छी यार, ये तब्बू ने किल कर दिया भाई सीन में.
है ना?
एक्चुअली
That's what I heard.
बहुत सही किया उसने. एंड देन कार्तिक नहीं छोड़ो, तब्बू ने अच्छा किया.
Okay, lastly, the last thing we have to discuss is what is happening with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's trial, ongoing trial.
वो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा भाई.
अरे मेरी माँ YouTube लाइव पे देख रही थी यार कल बैठ के.
Yeah, correct. Dude, yeah, like parents are watching it. My dad is interested. He tells me randomly कि ये Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, this is crazy, you know what she's done.
What do you think? कोरोना जल्दी खत्म होगा या trial?
I think this has been going on for years. But I don't even understand how the court system there works, because is this now the last set of hearings or are there going to be more after this? I have no idea.
कोर्ट भी अब टीआरपी में घुस गया, मुझे तो ऐसा लग रहा है. कोर्ट कह रहा है जज को एक्चुअली एक्टर बनना था, तो अब वो टीवी पे आने लग गया, तो वो खुश है.
YouTube एनालिटिक्स एनालाइज कर रहा है. Like आज इतने लाइव व्यूअरशिप रही.
But you can't deny it's addictive, man. You just can't help it.
Exactly.
Because
the judge should just end the verdict with please like, share and subscribe.
Yes. 60% of people are watching the video are not subscribed. I see you guys.
क्या कर रहे हो भाई लोग?
Oh, and yes, the B is guilty.
Johnny OP in the chat.
अगर आप दोनों को चाहते हो कमेंट करो, लाइक दबा दो. जॉनी को चाहते हो फटाफट कमेंट कर दो.
अगर B को बचाना चाहते हो तो शेयर करो.
Seeing her being questioned by Johnny's lawyer, that Camille Vasquez lawyer.
Yeah.
You know the names and all of
because
the
now there are rumors that Johnny and she are dating because she's so badass and kind of
आप लोग अपनी अपनी स्टोरी बना रहे हैं.
ये अपनी love ship कर रहे लोग.
स्पिन-ऑफ्स बनेंगे. थ्रेड बन गया अभी पूरा. And I like how it is like हाँ वो जॉनी की जो बंदी बनने वाला है.
Camille
भाई उसका
Vasquez.
केस लड़ रही है.
I know this one, Camille Vasquez, and I know the other one's name is Rottenborn. Her lawyer's name.
उसका नाम ही
तुम क्या यार? तुम क्या कर रहे हो तुम?
So who's, I mean, I haven't
And
followed
like
this at all.
every time Johnny would answer questions that were asked to him by Mr. Rottenborn, he would make sure to say, "Yes, you're right, Mr. Rottenborn." He would say it like that. It's like,
Whose favor is it more in? I mean, I know the online support is for Johnny Depp.
Right now, after the last round of questioning that Johnny Depp's attorneys put her through, she is majorly on the back foot right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they have basically disproved or negated everything, all so many of her comments that she made in court, and she might perjury बोलते हैं ना if you're lying in court.
Yeah.
So she might be liable under perjury or something.
भाई केस के प्रोसीडिंग्स देख के लिटरली ऐसा लग रहा है कि जॉनी डेप इस केस के लिए 3 साल से होमवर्क कर रहा था भाई.
Yeah, correct.
भाई बाकायदा प्रिपेयर कर रहा था वो आदमी.
वो नहीं उसकी लॉयर.
इस केस में क्या ही वेटेज है. Every fucking scene that is coming out of it is a meme material.
Exactly.
And how the hell would you wait?
And I think Johnny Depp has won over the internet.
Yeah.
और उस वजह से पब्लिक ओपिनियन भी जो है वो जॉनी डेप के फेवर में बहुत ज्यादा. अभी जैसे एम्बर हर्ड की मेकअप आर्टिस्ट ने कुछ चीजें बताई हैं कि मतलब मुझे ये हाँ उसके ब्रूजेस हाइड करने पड़ते थे, उसका लिप एक बारी कट गया था और उसको शो पे जाना था वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. बट नोबडी इज पेइंग हीट टू दैट. ठीक है. एवरीबडी यार वो बी वाले पे तो बकायदा उन्होंने वो ईडीएम बना दिया भाई. क्या who was stung by the bee? क्या
नहीं my dog stepped on a bee. Thursday को रिलीज होगा पुलिया बासी. I was lying under a banyan tree.
Also the Muffin Man thing. You know the Muffin Man? So there was one of the psychologists or psychiatrists who basically was hired by Johnny Depp's team to analyze Amber Heard or something, and she basically gave that she has 2 disorders this person has. But part of the questioning from Amber Heard's team was, did your husband bring muffins for Amber Heard? And for 3 or 4 times she had to explain that no, I often get muffins to the office. My husband had to drop off muffins that day to the court or something like that to the office, and that's why he gave muffins to Amber Heard. She explained the story 5 times or something. Okay, and each time she's like, should I explain the muffin story again? Should I explain the muffin story again? And
Dormammu have come to bargain.
Yes, exactly. So,
but aren't court proceedings generally so long? It's just that because we are watching it as a TV show, we're we want the conclusion.
Exactly.
I mean, not finale. Finale. Correct. Not to compare the Indian and
India में 2.5 crore cases.
Sidhu got convicted for a case that has been going on since 88, the year I was born. Okay.
Who got convicted?
Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Oh, really?
He got 1 year imprisonment for a road rage road rage incident, which happened in 88. So 34 years के बाद उसका verdict अब आया है. 1 साल की उसको जेल हुई.
Is the person who he shouted at?
No, person died.
Died, of course. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But no, person died in the incident. I mean, he would have still died probably if he was alive.
He died so it's not road rage. This is a road accident.
It was a road rage incident where Navjot Singh Sidhu allegedly beat up the person because of which he died. So his family did a case on.
Imagine Sidhu angry.
Yeah.
Imagine सिद्धू एंग्री कैसा पीठे शेर सुना रहा है.
No, Sidhu was infamous for his anger when he was playing cricket. Yeah.
So
ego में retirement लिया वो apparently.
During this Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing, one thing that came to light that again got me to a lot of memes was the who pooped the bed thing. Okay,
that's
like
old
Poop in the
news
bed.
now.
Yeah,
but,
But one of the funniest things, I don't know, I told you guys maybe on off the mic, was that there is an episode of the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and the title of the episode is Who Pooped the Bed. Okay, and the premise of the episode is that Frank and Charlie, they share a bed.
Yeah.
And one night they wake up with poop in the bed, and the first night they're like, okay, fine, it happens. Poop in the bed.
What?
Big deal.
Okay.
Okay, it's in the show. And the second, it happens. The second night, it happens again. And now they're like, twice kaise ho gaya?
दो बार कौन हट दिया बे?
So Charlie Day on that podcast was talking about how he has gotten just a barrage of messages from Sunny fans because they can't believe that the media has just been going, who pooped the bed? Who pooped the bed? Who pooped the bed? The entire like 2 weeks after it happened. Man, this is very funny. Who do you think is right though?
भाई इस पे तो
Neither
कंक्लूजन
of
नहीं दे
us,
सकते.
You think neither of them is right?
दबी.
what is right even?
No,
Like,
right as in
they
like-
both hit each other.
They both
so,
hate each other.
So neither of them is right.
So both of them are victims of
Also the perpetrators.
abuse.
Also
Yeah.
the perpetrator, exactly.
Also perpetrators. Yeah.
कोई नहीं यार,
It's a
बढ़िया
weird
comedy
story.
है. Better than
So,
Bhool Bhulaiyaa.
do you think
Movie
this will end in a sort of a big bang, or will it'll just fade out of memory?
I think it'll fade out.
I think it'll fade out, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, like, I don't even know, like, are these the last set of court hearings? Are they going to be more? And are
Yeah.
those also going to be televised like this one is? We don't know any of that.
Depends upon
Yeah.
the course marketing team.
भाई अगेन
Yeah.
इस पे बनेगी डॉक्यूमेंट्री.
Documentary
हाँ,
तभी
वो तो
देखूंगा.
बनेगी.
Documentary बन सकती है, movie भी
mini
बनेगी.
series भी बनेगी.
Where
हाँ.
सब बनेगा इस
someone will
पे.
play Johnny Depp, someone will play Amber Heard.
Family Guy
Johnny
पूरा
Depp-
season निकाल देगा इसमें.
Johnny Depp probably might play himself.
Yeah,
For all we know.
yeah, the de-aging technology. and all
और
that.
एम्बर हर्ड को उसमें से भी निकाल देंगे.
Correct.
Apparently.
Does each court hearing start with previously on Amber?
It should. It fucking should. It should end with.
It just cuts to Amber Heard explaining the muffin story
Yeah,
5
correct.
times.
And it should always end with tan.
Ta-dim.
All right. I think we have talked a lot about this Amber Heard thing. Joined up thing. Should we call an end to this episode?
Sure.
हाँ आई गेस क्योंकि प्रोसीडिंग
तो
तो एंड होने ही रही
Yeah.
है. तो शो तो कर ही देते हैं.
All right. We'll be right back after this very short break with some awesome recommendations for you guys before we end this episode.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On Shunya One, Sheila Ditya speaks with Sakshi Vij, founder and CEO of Miles Cars, about her entrepreneurial journey. On Cyrus Says Cock and Bull, Cyrus, Sarah, Kajol and Antariksh discuss how a passenger with no flying experience lands a plane at the Florida airport. On All Things Policy, the Takshashila folk analyze the state of abortion policy and access in India. On Naan Curry, Sadaf and Archit explore and celebrate indigenous cheese with Dr. Kurush F. Dalal. And on The Habit Coach, Ashton shares tips on how to tackle FOMO. We've got some exciting news for you. IVM Podcasts has just launched its merch, and our first line is out now. Head to the IVM Podcasts website and click on the shop tab to check out our first collection of t-shirts. Do follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Don't forget to rate us on any platforms you're listening on. You can also check us out on YouTube. We are also doing a small listener survey to better understand how you respond to our shows and advertising on the network. We would really appreciate if you could spare a few minutes to fill it. It helps us build better shows for you. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: SBI Life Insurance, Jupiter, a digital banking app, and Capgemini. Get the future you want.
And we are back with some recommendations. Let's start with Abbas.
Okay, I'm recommending a Marathi horror film called Zombivali, which is streaming on Z5.
Zombivali.
Yes.
What a great
it's,
name,
It's
dude.
exactly what the name suggests.
Yes.
It's a zombie infestation happening in the
Gandhivali.
suburb of Dombivali.
Dombivali.
Exactly. मैं भी वही सोच रहा था.
Zombivali.
So,
Yeah.
it's exactly that. There's a zombie apocalypse that's
Shit,
happening.
Vinay stays in Dombivali, by the way, like one of our producers at IVM.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a of course, it's a horror thriller film, horror comedy sort of thing.
I want to watch
lot
this
of
Zombivali.
references to Shaun of the Dead and
Oh,
great.
George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. But it's also a very...
Is it like an indie movie?
It is kind of. It's not made on a very big budget. I forget the name of the guy who's playing the lead character, but you've seen him in other films as well.
Okay.
It's a very short film. It's about 2 hours, and it also makes a very sort of socially relevant comment about urbanization and how we're destroying the environment in the guise of a zombie story. So it's
you can watch it on Z5.
You can watch it on Z5.
Is that where you watched it?
Yes.
Wow.
It played in theaters also. It was like our friend Trupti Khamkar is in the movie. She plays a role that she's
there.
known for playing, which is she plays a maid.
Yeah. Oh, she's there on the poster also.
Yes. She's like the third lead in the film. So very enjoyable film. Please watch Zombivali. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it's very well rated also. Yeah, damn cool. I'm gonna watch this.
Naam hi kafi interesting.
Yeah, Zombivali. Love it.
Zombivali.
Perfect name. You understand immediately what it's about. Sparsh, what about you?
So I'm gonna recommend this movie by the Daniels. It's called Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's something which is actually been compared to Multiverse of Madness a lot, but is actually better. And
yes,
they have actually showed. So basically, to describe the movie, it's like a half-remembered dream, while I'm also intoxicated on 7 different hallucinogenic materials.
Done. Sold.
It's an acid trippy based movie, really fun, and it's basically a story of this one family, Chinese family, and they are trying to live up to their lives and trying to tackle all the problems that they have, and they run this laundromat in the States, and the mom gets to know that there's this other universe in which her daughter is actually kind of a core villain, and she's trying to cause chaos in the entire multiverse. And she has somehow found out this one answer to everything that is out there in every single universe. And she is trying to find a right companion to go and seek that answer with, and she comes up to this mother, the mother of this universe, the main universe that we are with.
Okay.
And then they go on exploring different scenarios, different things. We see different iterations of their characters through the different multiverses and all that stuff, but it's absolutely fun. See, you might feel a little bored after a certain amount of time because the runtime of the movie is kind of an issue with me.
Okay.
It could have been like at least 15 minutes shorter. But if you are into it and if you watch it maybe one more time, you'll be like, ये क्या crazy चीज देख कर आया हूँ मैं. Because as I said, it's a half-remembered dream. Like I am being intoxicated on 7 different drugs while I was watching the entire thing. But it's insanely good. Like you should definitely check it out.
Okay. Snayhil, what about you?
I'll recommend Yesterday. Like
the Beatles
the day? It was a Sunday to be fair, so yes.
मैंने जान के बोला ही ऐसा, मुझे पता था कोई ना कोई एक ऐसा इंसान होगा जो ये जोक मारेगा ही मारेगा.
Nice.
Every day we are coming and recommending weekends.
वैसे actually 101% I recommend the weekend. Monday to Friday, discard. Anyway, so Yesterday is a beautiful movie about a universe where people forget that the Beatles existed, and only one person seems to remember it. Like during the course of the movie, you realize कि एक दो लोग और हैं जिनको याद है, but वो end में पता लगता है. But this guy is the only guy who remembers Beatles. He's a struggling musician, and then he just randomly goes and sings Beatles का एक गाना, and everybody starts crying. They're like, क्या creation है ये? And he's like, Beatles का गाना है. ठीक है, इतना क्या orgasm ले रहे हो भाई, मैंने थोड़ी बना दिया. And then he realizes कि ये एक ऐसा वर्ल्ड है जहाँ पे किसी को मालूम ही नहीं कि Beatles exist करते हैं. And then वो he's a struggling musician, and then वो सारे Beatles के गाने गा के एक established singer बन जाता है. And there's this so there's this one time.
Which album do they use of the Beatles? Is it like across their
major जो गाना है that is Hey Jude, जिसके around लोग ने वो पूरा movie spin किया है. So उसकी recording में, so there's this one really funny scene where he's recording Hey Jude, and Ed Sheeran is in the movie. He's like overseeing the recording, and then he's singing, everything is happening, and then they are like, कुछ एक missing है. And then everybody looks at Ed Sheeran like, क्या करें, कुछ आप अपना एकदम master advice दो. And he's like, Hey Jude को Hey Dude कर दो. And then they sing, "Hey dude, don't be off." Anyway, it's a beautiful movie. It's a fun movie, and every Beatles fan should watch it.
Oh, awesome.
In the entire recommendation part, I'm very happy. मतलब मेरे को बड़ा सही लगा कि when he said struggling musician, he looked at me. Like, bhai, thanks for acknowledging me.
Oh, actually, we could have a new recommendation where we recommend Sparsh's album
Music.
on Spotify. What's its name? क्या नाम है उसका?
Num.
ना?
Num.
नहीं
हाँ.
नाम पूछा है नाम.
नाम ही नम है, आपको नम छोड़ दे.
Moving on to Antariksh.
Alright. I would like to recommend the third season of Love, Death and Robots. Have you guys seen the first two seasons?
No.
I've seen a couple of episodes of first season.
I like all three seasons have been great. I just finished the second one. I've literally watched it within like 2 hours. I finished watching the entire season because every episode is like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes,
nice.
another 20-minute episode. You know, it'll be like that. The art styles, animation styles of each episode is drastically different from the previous episode, and all storylines are unique and very cool. One of my favorite episodes from this season was the second episode called Bad Traveling, where it's about these pirates who are like on this ship. And they are going through this like a part of the ocean which is known for like crazy creatures, like these fantastical creatures and all. And like this man-eating humongous crab kind of creature, monster comes on ship and starts killing everyone off. And one of his demands is to be taken to the nearest island of humans. Okay, and now it's up to the ship, up to the shipmates who are remaining to decide whether to take the creature where it wants to be taken, that and then set him on to other unsuspecting innocent humans, or take him to a deserted island, tell the creature that you take him to the place you want to go to, but trick him and take him to like a separate place.
Oh,
So
nice.
very interesting story. There's some again great episodes like there's one called Team Kill, which is episode 5 which is just these soldiers fighting like a cybernetically enhanced bear. And that's the episode, and it's just bloody awesome, dude. Like most of these episodes you don't need explanation because they establish what is happening within the first scene or two of everything,
Right.
and then it just goes from there, and it's like haywire. A lot of them are like great action. There's one like very funny episode about this old dude goes into his barn one day and realizes rats have taken over, and these are organized rats who have understood how to use tools.
They're unionized.
Yeah, exactly. They understand how to use tools and like keep use bow and arrows and all, and are trying to keep this dude from outside his own barn. So he gets like the rodent or pest control people to send in their drones and all.
You think that's a
and then
comment
there's
on
like a war happening.
Amazon's workplace conditions?
Jerry and Stuart Little have finally found their army.
But yes, this is very fun show. I would say watch all the 3 seasons, and if you have seen the first 2 seasons, check out the third season. You won't be disappointed as well. So yes,
Alrighty.
sir. That's the end of our recommendations round as well. Thank you for tuning into this episode of IVM Likes. Hope you guys had fun, and we'll be back with another pop culture rap of the month
June.
next month. As well.
June.
Just wait around. We'll be right back.
Will there be a new Marvel thing by then? Oh yeah, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel, yes.
And Love and Thunder also.
No, that's July.
That's July.
Oh.
no?
Yes.
Oh, so
मैं काट दूंगा ये.
no, in June we'll talk about all the rumors you'll be hearing about.
Yeah, about Love and Thunder. Yes.
No, Arey, you got a plan. Milk this MCU cow for what she's worth. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Are you looking for finance products and services that can enhance your personal finance experience? Are you looking for a space to talk about your financial product or service? And are you looking for a crisp talk show where the conversation is all about money? Well, your search ends here. Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta and I'm host of the Paisa Paisa podcast, and I invite you for the conversation about your personal finance on each Monday on the IVM Podcast app or the website or on any podcast streaming platforms. See you folks.
There's a quick survey to fill out on ivmpodcast.com/survey. It lets us know a little bit more about who's listening to us. And you know what? We're going to do a few prizes. So, we'll do a random drawing of maybe 10 people and we'll send you all some swag. Remember, that's ivmpodcast.com/survey where you can fill out the survey.